We are live.
Welcome to the Destiny Hour, live from Johannesburg. Destiny Hour with Paul, taking your questions on anything in this life, big, small, silly. Shay, how are you doing tonight?
All right, and you?
Fine, thank you. My daughter taking the questions and me doing the answers. So drop your questions on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch or Facebook. And I believe all those questions already, correct?
Indeed.
So without further ado, let's start the engines and let's get ready to rumble.
First question is from Shamaya, asking, "Hi Paul, does Q have interest or date other women?"
Does he date other women? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Okay.
Dooney asking, "Hi Paul, when will Ribaz come back to me and when do you see it happening?"
When will he come back to you? If he comes back, then it would. I'm saying it will be July. But other than if it's anything longer, then I wouldn't wait much longer than July. Okay.
Jeanette Gonzalez asking, "Hi Paul, can I ask if I will be buying a home soon?"
Buying a home. I don't think it's going to be soon, no. I'm inclined to think it next year rather than this year. But it's something to work towards, so next year.
Tanu Gupta on Facebook asking, "I'd like guidance for my business of handmaids." Handmade things, I suppose.
Yeah?
So they rephrased the question. "Hi Paul, so I'd like some guidance for my business. When will I be a successful entrepreneur?"
It's going to take a good couple of years for that to happen. But your attitude is good. So, over the next couple of years, continue this attitude and have no doubt in my mind that you will be successful. So, all indications are that you are going to be. So, best of luck.
Chetna Kapoor asking, "I'd like a generic reading for my mental stability. Very unstable at the moment."
Generic reading for... Goodness. Lovey, if you're unstable, get to the doctors, my sweetie. Okay? Put you on something to calm you down. My cards aren't going to calm you. Whatever I say is not going to calm you. So you need to get to the doctors and tell them you're freaking out. And you're anxious. That's what you need. Okay.
DR Swati says, "Hello Sir Paul. I want to know about my brother Saurabh. Will he ever achieve what he deserves? He's not settled yet in any form."
You worried about your brother? It's going to take a while for him to calm down. I can see, best part of this year still being the same, but into next year things settling down for him. But I think he's got to change his attitude a little bit. That's what I would say. But into next year things start to pick up for him. But you're a good brother.
Oseko asking, what future do I have? Am I going to be successful?
If you put your mind to it and you work your backside off and you have a healthy attitude, the answer is yes, you should be successful. But just thinking that the world owes you success is not going to happen. You've actually got to work for it and work very, very hard. And if you do that, success could be yours and should be yours.
Rithika Reddy says, hi Paul, when will my boyfriend be successful and happy in his career? He always has a lot of work stress.
Happy and... I don't think you get happy in your career. Okay, let's just clear that up. It's a job. All right, and very few people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. So it doesn't make you happy. But it's 2 years of hard work before there's any kind of comfort. So, another 2 years to go. That's lots of headaches between now and then.
Okay, Jobby George asking, hi Paul, I have many issues with my mother-in-law and I'm falling into depression because of her. Should I continue with this relationship or move on?
The relationship.
This relation, he says.
Mother-in-laws can destroy. They can destroy. And I think that's what she wants to do. So if she's winning by pushing you away, then she wins. But your love for her daughter should be stronger. And if it isn't stronger, then the mother-in-law wins. And by September, October, you'll be gone, sadly.
Winter asks, good morning. Is my sister Maria coming back soon?
Is she coming back soon? I'm dying to know where she's gone. July. She should be back with you, Winter. Yeah, July. Very latest August. But coming back.
Shanine saying, hi there, will I get the job at RCL Foods?
I think you should get that job. You should. I think you might be starting next month. So you should hear in the next week.
Serena says, "Hi Shay, I've just sent a donation in. And her question is, what advice do the cards have for me for my next step to take in my connection with KL?"
KL. A bit of faith and a bit of patience, because you've planted the seeds. So let the seeds germinate all by themselves. And by July, forgot the month now, by July, the seeds start to germinate. So you don't have to be pushy, or you don't have to text as much. Just be cool and calm and know that the seeds that you planted will grow. They will grow, and by next month I see this happening. And thank you.
ASMR asking, "Hi there, will I get the job at an academy in Turkey that I have applied for? Thank you."
An academy in Turkey. Maybe. How do you get interviewed? Online. You see, that's my problem, is the interview. And that's the issue, is the interview. I'm gonna say, if you get an interview, the answer is yes, you should be able to get that job. Okay.
Moving on to Facebook, Purna asking, "Hi Paul and Shay, I hope you're both doing well. Can you please tell me if my boss will close the shop where I'm working next year? I'm very worried, as he has 2 shops. He said that he will not renew the contract for the next 3 years."
So will he close the shop? It's terrible. Undecided at the moment. He's undecided at the moment. But yeah, definitely is going to close. And he might even close by October. Don't know whether October is significant. So start looking, my sweetie. Start looking.
Ina asking, "Hi Paul, I'm having a rough time now and nothing seems to be going right for me. Would love a card read, please."
Nothing seems to be going right. That's not good. That's not good at all. If you can get through the next 10 days, 10 days gives us the end of the month, right? Let's go into July. All right, it's going to be a lot better. In this time, I want you to start thinking about what you want and how it can be better for you. Say a prayer, meditate, visualize, because it's calling for you to take stock, be still, and just think about what you want. Because there's a very good chance that you can get some clarity, and a very good chance whatever you're wishing for could come into play. So make sure you do meditate, say your prayers. Okay, lots of baths and relaxation between now and month end. But things will get better.
JS asking, my mother-in-law tried to break up my marriage. Is my husband going to realize his mistake and take me back home?
Mother-in-laws, what's going on tonight? Mother-in-laws? If you upset a mother-in-law, they can make your life absolute hell. You know that? Absolute hell. Is he gonna realize his mistake and take you back? It depends on if you're speaking to him regularly. I think in time, the rest of this year, I need communication to happen at least once every 2 days. Once we're on to that level of communication, then I'm going to say the likelihood is that he will realize. But his mum's got his ear, and it's very, very, very serious. But I've got hope for you, yes.
Our next question is from Sugar Pearl, asking, why is T contacting me a lot? Is there someone else in his life, or shall I reply or not?
Contacting you? Didn't we talk about this, Sugar? Sure, he's got the hots for you. I think that would be the reason. No other reason. He's got the hots for you. What's that saying? He's crushing on you. It's a word or phrase I learnt last week on this show. He's crushing on me. He'd be crushing on you, Sugar.
Okay, and quickly moving on to Facebook. We're taking a question from J. Megha, asking, hello Paul. My question is that I am feeling a lot of negativity around these days, especially the last week. Is there something I need to be careful about? Best regards.
Yeah, people are jealous. There's jealousy around you. I think people are envious of you as well. And somebody's sick in your family. Okay, an older person. It's a male figure. So there's an uncle or grandfather. Okay, so they're going to require your attention. But I've got a feeling jealousy and envy are around you, so just be careful. People think you've got loads of money. I don't, because you haven't donated. But other people do.
Okay, one last question from Facebook, then moving on to YouTube. Kimberly asking, hello Paul, how are you? What does the near future look like for me in regards to my current relationship and our financial business situation?
Okay. The relationship's okay. When I say okay, it's better than okay. It's good, Kimberly. So I'm going to say just persevere with the dip that it's going through. I know it's going through a dip, but it's only a phase. It's not a conclusion. It's a phase. From August, the business is still going to do well. So I think his emotions may be related to finances. So I think once there's improvement in finance or business, there's an improvement in his attitude. So just persevere, please. Okay.
So Kamani asking, will I be able to clear my CSE test this time?
CSE. Yeah, you should be able to clear it this time. Is there any more studying you can do, please? A little bit more refresher course, or go over your notes, please. You need a little bit more effort, but all indications are that you should clear the exam.
Pure Ways asking, hello Mr. Paul.
Hello.
What type of job will I have next? What will it involve?
What will it involve? Well, I don't know. I'm really not sure what field you're in. Okay, I'm taking up 50, 60 questions a night to tune into your job. A little bit tricky. See what I mean? But I think you're going to be looking for excitement rather than a career. So, whether you go for a gap year or something along those lines. But that's what I've got.
One more from YouTube, then moving on to Instagram. Princess asking, hi Paul, do you see a future between RW and myself, or is it over?
RW. Over. No, sweetie. It's over, and it's been over for a while. You know that. So move on, my sweetie. Stop wasting your time, okay?
The best thing, asking, does my uncle ever plan on moving out of my house? I've told him multiple times that he needs to move out, but he's still here, so I do any hope that he does move out.
Her name's Best Thing.
Well, her full name's Best Thing You'll Never Have.
Best Thing You'll Never Have. Uncles. Uncles and mother-in-laws tonight, isn't it? The answer is no. Not under this, not on his own steam. No. But if you start making it a little bit more difficult for him by charging more rent or making a noise in the mornings when he's still asleep, the possibilities are in 3 months' time, if you change your attitude and make it a little bit more uncomfortable, there's a chance then, but not under this current atmosphere. He's not going to move on his own. So you've got to make it a little bit more uncomfortable for him, sadly.
Simone and I do asking, hi there, may I please find out what the next few months of 2020 will hold for me?
Next couple of months might be a little bit tricky for you financially. So I've got you after July, perhaps thinking of movement or another job. I'm not sure if that's on the cards or in your thought pattern, but I think you want some change. That is possibly going to happen after August. So if you were looking to update your job, after August is a good time.
Lightworkers Life Feeds, then back to Instagram, then YouTube. Sonny Carr asking, hi Paul, how are you doing? Do you see me making my own money soon by a job or by doing my own thing? Till date, I've done everything free of charge as a doctor, writer, speaker, counselor, etc., etc. I really need to make cash now. Please give me a direction. Much, much appreciated.
So what's the first part?
Do you see me making my own money by a job or doing my own thing?
I think you're probably going to do your own thing. That's what I've got. Probably your own thing. But, you know, apply for jobs if you think you can get them. Because if it's money that you want, it might be difficult to make on your own. So do apply for jobs. But I've got to think... that doing it for yourself is probably what you're going to be doing. That's what I want to say. Do it for yourself.
Right, moving on to Instagram. Question from Marisa asking, hi Paul and Shay, I hope you're doing well. What do you see for me in the future?
See in the future. The next couple of months are going to be nice. Expanding. Now, I don't know if you're looking for another job or thinking of moving, but next couple of months are strong in that department. And I think possibly by October you'd be moving. But it's looking good and progressive. I think that's the word I want to use. Looking progressive for you.
Shivani asking, hi Paul and Shay, I hope you're great. I'd like to know that among P and S, who genuinely cares and is good for me? Thanks.
P and S. I think P would stand up for you, if that's the question, if that's what I'm getting. Who will sort of support you. But I think P is the one. Although S is kind of more secure. But P would stand up for you. Hope I've answered you.
Next question from Tamina asking, hey Paul, I hope you're well. Is M worth my everything or does he have other intentions?
Okay. I don't think he's worth your everything, no. I don't. And it's going to become apparent in the next couple of months. So, you know, you can continue for what it is. It's just a relationship. It's nothing more than it is right now. But I think you're going to get fed up in the next couple of months. So do not give everything, okay?
Yo-Yo asking, hello Paul, will the film company I applied for call me for an interview?
A form company.
Film.
A film. I think they may do so. Also, it's on hold, so I can't see it right now. Rather down the line. So don't hold your breath. The film companies are funny. You won't hear from them until they've got a production, and then everything is 100 miles an hour. So I think you will hear from them, yeah. But again, I think it's going to be August.
I'm going to run a quick 40-second advert if you don't mind. Just so I can get to some people. So.
There's going to be an advert. Yes, I'm ready.
We are back.
I'm ready for my close-up now.
We have a question from a new viewer called Nav, asking, when will I receive communication from AB?
When will you receive communication from AV? Well, let's have a look. I think it's going to be next week. Quite possibly Tuesday or Thursday. And go!
Next question from Avni, asking, do P and I have a future together?
Hello, Avni. Do you have a future? Sounds a bit sad at the moment, doesn't it? But do you have a future? I think you do. I think it's just a dip that you're in at the moment. So, just relax. I think you do.
Kellis asking, afternoon from the UK. Will my partner and I be granted permission for planning? And if so, when-ish?
Kellis. Wenish. Is that?
When-ish.
It's not English. It's not an English word, wenish. What month are we in?
June.
What day is it?
Sunday the 14th.
Okay. I have got September as being significant. I don't think it's 3 weeks. Okay, I think it's 3 months. You will be granted planning permission it's significant in September, and I think then you break ground in we're getting all the months mixed up, in October. So granted, in September you could break ground in October, Kellis. So just be a little bit more patient. It's coming. Okay.
Sarina asking, hi Paul and Shay, I hope you're well. Will me and my Sagittarius be reunited again? We're talking a lot nowadays, and he talks about our past a lot and even seems jealous.
Will you be reunited? Do you know, I want to say yes. I do want to say yes, but not right now. So again, I am going for September, October, just like Kellis. And they're not the same cards, so it's given me numbers. So there is a chance, but not right now, because I still think he's got issues. That's what I think. So it's not smooth, but continue, sort it out, and September looking good. Cool.
Facebook and then Instagram. Barnardi Moon asking, will I get a job or do business on my own?
Barnardi.
Sorry,
Are you American now?
It's difficult.
You're not American, Shay.
It's difficult for me.
Well, stop trying to say you're American. You're not fooling my audience.
You like to run over when
You've never
I talk.
been to America in your life, so you can't say that.
No, but you like talking over me.
Hey? I'm your dad. Can do that. I would get a job. That was the question, wasn't it, Shay? I would get a job. I don't think you've got enough money to successfully run your own business the way you want to right now. I'm sorry if Shay didn't get your name right, Bernardi or Benali. But get a job for now, please. You can always, once you save, you can always start your own business, but the time isn't right. Okay.
Gudu_Canada asking, hey Paul and Shay, good evening. I would like to know how the future is going to be for me. Thanks again.
How the future's going to be? It's a bit vague, isn't it? It really is. Good to, the future. It's an hour show. You've probably got 50 years of life. Know what I mean? Okay, you're hell-bent on getting a family. Okay? So over the next year, I would say that is going to be your focus. Okay? Is starting a family. Okay? But that is what I've got. So, hope that helps you.
All phones asking, hi Paul and Shay, I hope you're well. Is my ex-boyfriend thinking about reconciliation? He is too attached.
Too attached to you? What's this, Alphonse? I don't think so. I don't think so, no. Alphonse, I don't. Have I scared them away?
No, I think it's just a quote.
If anybody wants to make an appointment, this isn't our show. Okay, we want specific questions, not general questions. What's my life going to be like? Okay, try and do, if you've got those kind of questions, have the courtesy of making an appointment. Okay? It really bugs me that you think you can get your whole life reading for free. And that's what really knocks me. You'll never do a donation, and you know who you are. You'll never do a donation, but you want things for free and you want it all to go smoothly. And that really rubs me the wrong way. Really does. Run an advert, Shay.
Okay.
Hello. I'd like to ask you a question. What if there was a product to invite love into your life? Would you be interested? Hi, I'm Paul Gerald, life coach, counselor and psychic. And welcome to you. I'm proud to introduce my product range. For the past 18 years, I've been helping, coaching, advising clients on all matters of life. Clients would often ask me about the future, love, career, or how to deal with negative energy.
A client had come to me in tears about a recent breakup in her relationship, which inspired me to develop these wonderful products. Our body has certain power points called chakras, which are 7 points of energy centers. So it made perfect sense to me that if the heart chakra needed healing, that's what required the attention. Over the past 5 years, the products have been refined and developed to activate the energy of these chakras, such as love, abundance, and protection. It may sound strange, but it's true. If you need to invite love into your life, then this is a phenomenal opportunity to receive this gift. There are 3 kits available to you now. The Abundance Kit, the Protection Kit, and the Love Kit. Let me explain. The Abundance Kit for people seeking success or reward or general upliftment, particularly in finances. It also...
And we are back. Sorry.
That's okay, Shay.
We are back. We've got a question. Can't be bothered with Instagram. Right, we've got a question from Sridhar asking, "Hi, I'm facing some matrimony life issues since 3 years ago. My wife has a very imbalanced mentality. She flies at me on many occasions and my parents. But at the same time she says she loves me a lot, but she uses abusive language and says she wants to stay with me. But I can't believe her anymore. She can tell any lie to get the situation into her favor. Can you please advise?"
Okay, what's his name?
Sridhar.
Shirhar.
Sridhar. Sridhar.
Okay. Okay. If you're suspecting an outside influence, and I think you are, okay, whether it is, I know what you're saying. Is this hormonal? Is this her way? Or is there any kind of black magic placed on her? Correct? And I will say this to you, okay? Her family didn't accept you, right? So, if the answer is yes, which I know it is, then I'm going to say to you that there has been black magic placed upon this relationship, and this is why she's acting the way she is. Okay. I don't believe it's a hormone imbalance. I don't believe that she's mad. I believe she's highly strung. Okay, you and very heart on her sleeve. I'll get that. And very temperamental. I'll get that. And I'll give her that. But I've got a problem with black magic. You need the priest to come round and cleanse her and the house, because it's coming from her family. Okay.
Onto a light-hearted question from Priyanka Buyan, asking, will I have a love marriage or an arranged marriage?
Priyanka, we were talking about this today, weren't we, Shay?
Yeah.
And you know what we said, and I'll be honest with you, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Shay actually said those poor women, okay? And unfortunately, it's usually the girls in India, those poor people, all right, that have to do an arranged marriage without any love. And we were just talking about it because our hearts went out to you guys, because the pressure by families to marry is absolutely incredible. So our hearts go out to you from our side, all right? It really is. I believe, Priyanka, that you are going to do it in an arranged way. Okay, I think your mum or the female figure in your life is putting tremendous pressure on you. The likelihood is that there will be a meeting this year around October, and I believe an arrangement will be made for next year. So you haven't been left on the shelf. You're going to get the arranged marriage. God bless you, sweetheart.
That seems to be it for now. I just want to double check with something, so you can have a chat if you'd like.
Oh, must I talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I talked, didn't I, about the arranged marriages and versus love marriage. That's really, really hard when the pressure has been placed upon you like that. And it's just, we all want love, don't we? We all want to be cared for. But ideally we want love, don't we? Simple request. I think we all deserve love.
Another love question from Cassidy, asking, hello Paul and Shay, I hope you're good. I wanted to know about him. He broke up with me, but calls a lot and says he misses me a lot and regrets everything. I pretend like I don't care and I feel like he is afraid of rejection. Please advise.
You pretend like you don't care and you cared how he feels. Okay, that's fair enough. He's going to start getting aggressive and demanding. I told you I want to see you. That kind of feisty attitude. It's just not it doesn't wash with me. It kind of got this claim on you. Move on, Cassidy, and I mean this. Take my word, if you do not believe me, just take my word from it. In the next 6 weeks, he ups the ante, and his attitude becomes more and more demanding. Once that happens, know Paul was right, and that you should move on. Please do.
Got a question from Pinky asking, I'm feeling very stressed out these days. Will my stress get over?
Pinky, a lot of people are. I know you're not a lot of people, but I just want to say from my point of view, a lot of people are. The world is absolutely crazy. People are gone even crazier. Yeah, you've got a little bit to go, Pinky. And I'm gonna say, I don't know where you are in the world, Pinky. We're in winter time, or getting into winter here in the southern hemisphere. So I'm gonna say by summer or spring if you're down here. If not, if you're up there, then I'm going to say by autumn if you're in the northern hemisphere. Spring if you're in the southern hemisphere. Yes, it does get better, but you've got a little bit to go, okay? And I need you to stop eating sugar so much, okay? Don't know why that came through. Pinky, it does get better, love.
We're going to move on to YouTube. We've got a new viewer called Chris asking, hi, I'm new to this channel. Do you see someone visiting me? Aliens, robots, new friends, what do you see?
Chris, you've been watching too much Star Trek. Okay, stop watching that. Welcome, Chris. You're a bit lonely, are you? You want some visitors? Chris? Yeah? You give off a little bit of a vibe. I don't know if the vibe is that you like being on your own or you like your own company, but that's the vibe I'm getting. And other people are getting that vibe. Why should we visit Chris? No, we shouldn't, because he likes his own thing. So we need to think about that a little bit. And after lockdown, which should be shortly, I need you to get out and about. Okay, I want you to be the visitor rather than waiting for people to visit you. And they are humans, they're not aliens. Are they aliens, Shay? German aliens. No? Do you get German aliens? You do, there's Germans. Chris, get out and you be the visitor to people with skin, not androids, and not German aliens. Okay, Chris? Get out there and be nice. You're a nice guy. Show that niceness to the world. And that will be good for you, yeah? Next patient, please.
Eliza asking, hi Paul and Shay, may I have a body health scan today, please? I'm feeling a bit drained, but I'm working on my stability, and I wonder if I should seek a medical practitioner for my right hip contraction, or I'm needed.
Elise, I'm sorry, I'm in the zone here, baby. I'm in the zone. Right knee, right hip, yeah, I'm getting there. It's almost like I want you to be clicked into place. I can see what you're doing, or what you're saying. But that is an issue, the right hip. And I do think you need manipulation. But more importantly, you're too anxious, baby. You're too anxious. I got your heart beating like a drum. Too anxious. So that you need to calm the hell down. How? Well, you got to stay off the caffeine, babes. Okay, stay right off it. And you got to get something to calm you down. But that is what I've got. You're absolutely climbing the walls with anxiety. So I'm concerned about your anxiety, sweetie. But definitely you need... I'm convinced that the one leg is shorter than the other. That's what I'm convinced, and that is what's aggravating the hip. So you can get an insole, just 1 foot, and see if that alleviates the stress on the hip. But that's before you go to the doctors. Try that for a week or so. But I don't like this anxious, Elise.
Next question, it's a good question from Christina, asking, hi Paul, will Tad and I have a sexual relationship this year, please and thank you.
What's his name?
Tad.
And what's that word she said? What was that word you said, love? Sexual? Something like that? What does it mean? Ooh, somebody gonna get their jollies on. Christine, I would start getting new underwear and a new nightie. Really? Yes, really. Because from next 6 weeks, things start to heat up. Ow! And he's going to ring your bell. It's going to get hot wherever you are, Christina. Thanks for making us all jealous. Thank you very, very much, Christina.
We got a question and some feedback from Sajid Khan, asking, hey Paul, how are you? I did exactly as you said and didn't freak out a lot and played it cool and fun in front of him. I do think he noticed my changed behavior. When will he actually ask me out? Thank you so much and blessings.
Okay, so took my advice, stood up for herself by the sounds of things, and now she's saying, right, this is me. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. So now he must just shut up and ask you out. I like it. Oh, okay, can you wait 2 weeks, sweetie? Can you wait 2 weeks? I'm going to say, if we can creep into July without being too anxious, there's a good chance that that will happen. So let's, after 2 weeks, okay? Don't pester him now. He's seen you in action. So let's get into July and see how he behaves. Well done.
2 minutes left, just waiting for two other questions to come through, and getting lots of wow, you're accurate, thank you so much, blessings to you, people laughing at your German aliens.
You can always tell a German alien. Do you know why, Shay? They wear sandals, okay, with socks. And we know they're German aliens. We just know.
That just sounds like an Afrikaans person, though. We have a question from Riley Rose asking, hi there, do I have any message from my loved ones, any guidance from above?
I'm getting a sweet voice from you. Not you, for you. Very sweet voice. It's a female figure. It could well be a granny. There's 3 people with you. Do you know that, Riley? 3 people with you. One of them is a granny. Okay, and people are so supportive of you, eh? Whoa. The sweet-voiced person, I hope that rings a bell with you. Okay, they love the way you are doing things. Although you, I don't know if you're using your gift And I think you should. That's the complaint. There's something about flowers that are significant, and there's something about your finances. So, all those things coming into play. The sweet-voiced woman is the one you need to think about. We got a picture of her, if that rings any bells with you. She's trying to get through, okay? And I think she wants you to use your gift. But certainly, you might want to think of her, or put a flower on her, I'll say gravesite, but everyone gets cremated these days, don't they? But flowers are significant.
Last 2 questions of the evening. Chelsea P asking, hey there, is the new situation I'm in going to end bad because of A?
The new situation gonna end bad. Chelsea. Well, I think you are taking a little bit of a chance, or stretching things a little bit. Is it going to end badly? I think it's going to end abruptly. That's what I do think. And it's because you're not paying enough attention to the first party. So be careful who gets your attention. But the likelihood it will end, not right now, but it will end. So be careful.
And the last question from Julie J, asking, hello, I hope you're all well. Will my sister be able to take care of herself when my family stops helping her? All the best.
So your family have been helping your sister, and she's a bit used to it, right? Yeah, okay. Got that. Will she be able to... It's a good question, actually. No. It's going to take 6 months. 6 months. So she is going to be phoning home. She is going to be phoning you. But after 6 months, so that would be next year, really, the help will, she will, because the help won't be there anymore.
And the very final last question, then no more. Zavale asking, hi Paul, please, I have a problem of dreaming of water and a river snake. Can you please explain to me the meaning?
Water and a river snake. Okay, I think it's a fear of yours. I think you're scared of water. The other thing is you're scared of water. I don't think you can swim. Man, I think that's a fear of yours. It's the same as the snake. I think the snake is males. Whether you don't trust males or think that they're all after sex. Okay, so I've got a trust issue with males, and I've got a fear of water. So those are the two things. If they resonate, that's primarily what's going on. I don't think you're going to go in a river and a snake's going to attack you, okay? That's not going to happen. This is more of your fears coming out, sweetie. Okay. And with that, we're done. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. Thank you for the good questions. I want to say I wish you love and I wish you peace. And I wish you would get your dreams. And I wish the mother-in-laws would stop interfering. And I wish my Indian friends get a love marriage. You know, it really breaks my heart because, you know, I believe in love. I really do. It's the most beautiful, sacred thing. And once it comes into your life, it's to be treasured so that you won't have exes and reconciliation questions. If we treat each other with love and respect, that's what we got to do. Love is a gift, and we've got to learn to accept that. So for my Indian sisters, I do wish you get love, a love marriage, and I wish the interfering mother-in-laws would stop. But apart from that, I wish you all get your dreams, and I wish you a safe Sunday wherever you are in the world. And we should be back tomorrow on all channels. So I wish you love and I wish you peace. Shay, thank you for everything, sweetie. I love you, baby.
Love you too.
Okay, good night, people. God bless.